Come on in.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Hi, I'm David Schindler, representing the Sun King Brewery. Are you familiar with the Sun King beer?
Sun King beer?
Sun King Brewery. Sun King beer, right?
No, I can't say that I am. Where are you guys? You guys from?
Indianapolis.
You're based in Indianapolis?
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay. Gosh, I figured you were some foreign manufacturer or something.
We are.
Have a seat.
Thank you. I want to give you a small presentation about our products, which would be really interesting for you. Before I start my presentation, I got some questions for you.
Okay.
What do you look for when you're choosing a beer to offer?
Something that sells. You know, so
Okay.
that's we carry some of the top sellers. There's nothing worse than getting an order of beer in and it's some unique beer that nobody buys. You know, so it just sits there on my shelves.
Yeah. What kinds of services do you expect?
From a supplier?
Yeah.
Well, I like, of course, delivery. I don't want to go to Indianapolis and have to pick up my the product myself. So most places deliver, and I don't know if you guys are you guys fairly small?
Yes.
Okay.
Compared to other breweries, we are small. Yeah.
All right. So your services probably aren't near as good as the other.
Oh, I think we are offering on-site delivery, so I think you would appreciate that.
Okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, on not only on site but on time delivery is another important thing, and being able to contact somebody from the company. There's nothing worse. It's just sort of like when you sit down and you want to try to contact. Have you ever tried to contact anybody from a credit agency? You know, those credit report people.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you get on there and you get some automated phone call answering machine that they transfer you to this. And if you ever do get to a person, they say they're not the ones that handle it and they try to transfer you to something else. And then you get the elevator music and it takes you, 15 minutes to get a hold of it. So being able to contact somebody in either through the phone or online is really important, because there have been times where we ran out of a product much faster than we anticipated, and we had to get an order in before the next order time period. And so we wanted to be able to, we need to be able to get a hold of people in that regard. We like companies that will also do special events for us.
Okay.
We've had several do that in the past.
What kinds of events did you run?
Well, they'll come in and they'll throw like a tasting party for a
Okay.
variety of their
Yeah.
beer products.
Okay.
Let's say.
At the moment, do you run any on-site events or?
Well, we do some. We'll do a ladies' night sometimes and some
Okay.
different things like that. We'll have special discount nights on certain types of products. But the only time I get to do that really is if the supplier is offering a discount over this particular time period to really push their product, and then we might have a special discount night for that company.
Yeah. What is your most favorite beer, the top seller at your business?
Budweiser.
Budweiser,
Yeah.
okay. Do you sell local beers?
No.
Why don't you sell local beers?
Well, pretty much because I haven't had a lot of local suppliers calling on me.
Okay. Are you interested in selling local beers?
I don't know. I've never worked with a local beer company before, and like you said, you're one of the smaller companies. One of my big concerns with that, I would think, would just simply be that since you guys are small, you probably have products that people haven't heard of before. And again, what I want on my shelf is something that's going to move off the shelf quickly.
Okay. Before I go on, are you the main decision maker when it comes to the decision to decide which beer to choose?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. How much beer is consumed per month at your business?
No idea. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah. All right. thank you for that. I want to start with my presentation.
Okay.
You said that you're not familiar with our company, so I will start with some background information about our company. We are the Suntein Brewery. We are an Indianapolis-based brewery. We were founded in 2009, so we are very popular for the local population here in Indiana. We have grown in the last 2 years so much that we are now the third largest brewery here in Indiana, and we produce handcrafted specialty beer. We sell our beer in cans and kegs. We are the only canned craft beer brewer in Indiana. Our cans are made of aluminum, and that's a good fact because the aluminum protects the beer from sunlight and oxygen, so there's no chance that sunlight and oxygen can get in contact with the beer, so you will always have a fresh taste, a good taste. Additionally, we get a protective liner against the contact with the metal, with the aluminum, so also there's no chance that the metal, that the aluminum comes directly in contact with the beer.
I see.
And especially in these times when the green movement becomes more and more important, the green thinking, cans and kegs are easy to start, easy to handle, easy to distribute, so it takes less fuel and energy, and our cans are recyclable, so a green image for you. Our brew, our beer. We differentiate between house beers and specialty beers. Our house beers are available all year round. We're selling our beer or house beers in Indiana in liquid stores, in bars and in restaurants. And our seasonal specialty beers really depend on the region and the time of the year. We had a specialty beer in the last winter, and we will brew a specialty beer for the next summer.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
So what's your top selling? Your house beers?
Our house beers, right.
Okay.
Actually, our top seller is the Sunlight Cream Ale, so that's our most popular beer.
See, that's the thing. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, Mr. Smith. We are a very small company, so as I mentioned before, we were founded in 2009, so we are very well known around the area around Indianapolis, but we can't compete with the big companies like Heineken or Budweiser, so that's the reason why.
Okay. Well, how much is it? How does it compare in price to the Budweisers
You
and the
mean this
Millers?
beer, the Sunlight Cream Ale?
Right.
The Sunlight Cream Ale we are selling in 4 different amounts. The first is the 4-pack 16 ounce can, the 2.6 gallon keg. The price for the 4-pack 16 ounce can would be $6.50. We also got here a suggestion for the retail price for you, so that you can see what works best for these prices. It's up to you, but these are our suggestions so that you get an idea.
Yeah, see, but that's the thing here in our restaurant. You know, we're a restaurant bar combination. We don't really sell many cans. We sell more by the bottle, and then of course we have things on tap.
Yeah. Yes, I know that you sell more bottles in bars and in restaurants, but as I mentioned before, bottles are made of glass, and there's a big chance that sunlight or oxygen comes into the bottle and changes the taste or the flavor of the beer. So
Yeah, but you know we're in a college town, and I don't. The taste and the flavor never seems to be a big issue, particularly after they've had 6 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that many companies told me that. It would be very interesting for you to try this with a new taste, with a new flavor. And we are selling our beer in cans and in kegs. So kegs are bigger
So
ones.
kegs would be something we could put on tap then, right?
Right.
Okay.
So these are the bigger ones. 2.6 gallon kegs, 5.3 gallon kegs, or 50 gallon kegs. What I need to mention here is when you see this price, the $84.5, compared to the big breweries, it is very less expensive, so this would be a big deal.
Okay.
Do you have questions about the prices so far?
No, I mean the price of that keg is less than what I pay for Bud and Miller, so
Yeah.
that's not a bad price.
Okay, I want to go back to the Sunlight Cream Ale to give you some more information about the Sunlight Cream
Okay.
Ale. It's an all malt beer. We use the finest barley, wheat, and oats here from the USA. We use American hops, and we use the true fermentation method. So the true fermentation method guarantees that you will always have a fresh taste and a very well developed flavor. The ABV, the alcohol per bottle volume, is 5.3%, and the EBQ, the International Bitter Unit Scale, it's an international scale for the bitterness of the beer from 0 to 100, with 100 being the highest, the most bitter beer. It's ranked with a 20, so you can see it's not very bitter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Smith, I want to go on with our services. We are offering special services. We are
Well,
offering.
you know what? I'm getting pretty pressed for time here. Will this take very long for the services?
No.
Okay.
That's,
Why don't you tell me what you got on that, and then.
we are offering special tapping events for our new clients, so that would be you. That's a great chance for you to introduce your new beer. So you're new with selling Sun King beer. That's a great chance to introduce this beer, to advertise your business, selling Sun King beer. We'll take care of these events. We'll organize and take on the responsibility for these events.
Okay,
it's a
so
great chance.
all I have to do is offer my location here, and you guys will pretty much work with me
Right.
to run that show.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty good idea.
We will give you direct contact with our distribution department, so I will give you all email addresses and telephone numbers you need to, if you have questions, please contact us. If you want to change something with your order, please feel free to contact us anytime you need us. Also, we're offering on-site delivery, so no further cost for you, no further offer. We will take care of the delivery process. We don't want you to worry about the delivery.
Okay.
And we're also offering beer tasting and dinner hosting events. As I said before, with the tapping events, it's also a great chance to advertise your business to the local community.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Smith. And finally, I want to offer a great advantage. If we are closing a contract today over two 15.5 gallon kegs of the Sunlight Cream Ale, I really would like to offer you a 2.6 gallon keg of the Osiris Pale Ale. That's a new house beer. For free for you.
Well, I don't know that I'm going to be buying anything today. Like I said, I've got another appointment coming up. So maybe if you could leave me some information, I might be interested in that tapping event type of
Okay.
thing. Maybe if you could come and tell me a little bit more about exactly how those run next time, and you could leave me some information, and then maybe talk about some other beers that you have to offer. Then I could sort of sit down and decide, okay, what would be the best one to bring in for this tapping that might have the best success for selling around here, and then we could go from there.
I would really like to give you more information and set a new appointment with you.
Okay.
But at this point, I have to mention that we are brewing the beer for the Mayfest in Wisconsin in the next month. So we will not take on any orders in the next month. So if you would like to order, I would suggest that you order in the next 4 weeks.
Okay. Well, when will you be back through the area?
In 2 weeks.
Okay. Why don't you just stop in 2 weeks, and we'll see what we can do.
Okay. I got a different chance for you. I would really like to offer you to test our beer on a trial basis, if that's okay for you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just leave something with me.
Yeah. We will deliver tomorrow 1 2.6 gallon keg
Okay.
for the Sunlight Cream Ale
Okay.
and 2.6 gallon keg of the Osiris Pale Ale.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's good for you.
Yep.
So can I sign you up for that?
Well, do I have to sign something? I thought it's just a
No.
pretty much a trial basis deal.
We really want you to sign that so that we know that you received that. So we won't take any price for that because it's a trial.
Oh, okay.
So
Well,
that's-
then just have my secretary.
Okay.
She'll sign for me out
Okay.
there. She'll take care of it
All right.
when you're heading out.
Yeah. I want you to leave. I want to leave some information about our company. It's some
Okay.
product information with.
All right. I got to get going. I've got another appointment waiting outside. I'm already late for him.
I got one last question.
Okay.
Do you have any other companies whom I can talk to some managers who could be interested in my
You might want to check with our Scotties in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Yeah, they might be interested. In fact, that's your stomping ground, so
Yeah.
that would be pretty convenient for you guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you very much. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
Cut.